All right.
All right.
And what? I just go to your channel, right?
Yep. And we are live. I need my little waiting sign.
No, I can actually see myself looking down.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Joneses and Jones Ed. Uh, Welcome to the thriller in vanilla. Not vanilla, but peach. Welcome to the thriller in peach. We are going to settle the big debate on which is better, Crown Royal Peach, Jim Beam Peach. Let's get ready to rumble. So, AJ, I am glad that you were able to come back with us again
Glad to be here.
and help me settle this big question. As a matter of fact, you really contributed to this question coming up altogether. Uh, we did the Crown Peach episode, and even before, well, no, we didn't do Crown Peach. What did we do? We did
We did
Fireball,
Jim Beam and
and
Fireball.
we did Jim
We
Beam.
did the cinnamon review.
We did the cinnamon review, and then you told me about Crown Peach. And as we were talking about it, we were like, okay, well, we got to do an episode. We got to get it together. And then when we did the episode, we thought about, hey, we need to put these two head to head. So here it is. This is where we're gonna break it down. We're gonna not gonna really do a whole bunch of sharing and going into history on these two because you've seen both of those episodes. And if you haven't, you can check it out right here. Well, I don't know if we can put cards in live, but go and check out the Jim Beam Peach episode, and you can go and check out the Crown Royal Peach episode. So you can go and see both of those. I got to get used to this live feel. I don't do it too much, so um,
I've only done it with you.
so this is like the second one. So I said I was gonna do it more at the start of this whole quarantine thing, but I've been slacking. Too much going on, and just the CARES Act, just craziness that happens. It just hasn't been time to really pull it together and make it happen. But I'm glad that we could get together and make it work. Excuse me.
Absolutely.
So as
Hey,
we get,
I got a thing. This should be Whiskey Wednesday since we're doing two whiskeys.
ooh, I like that. Whiskey Wednesday. Whiskey. So if you're watching and you like Whiskey Wednesday, comment down that Whiskey Wednesday. What should we do on Whiskey Wednesdays?
You know, it's a sip and shut in, so sip some whiskey.
Sip some whiskey. Hey, I like it. I like it. I got a little. My allergies are crazy right now, and they're usually not bad in the summertime. But I probably been spending more time outside regularly, sitting on the patio, doing stuff that I normally don't do because there's nothing else to do. And I guess that pollen has got me. Like sometimes I wake up in the
Yeah.
morning and I sound like I don't Rick Ross or
Like you
somebody.
got a frog.
Yeah, I'm just raspy right there. We got some comments up there. Jamie Reed, Devi, Courtney. All right, all right. I'm seeing some commentary going on before we really get into the main event because every boxing match, every fight, there's a what do they call it? The pre card.
Yeah, and you got the stats. You got to have everything loaded.
Yeah, you gotta have so we gotta have some commentary talk. But before we get into that, I know that you always have a ton of stuff going on, AJ. So do you want to tell us a little bit about what's happening, what's going on in your channel, why some folks kind of rush in and join us and learn a little
Sure.
bit more about AJ365?
So, again, I'm AJ with AJ Travels 365. I'm actually dropping a video in a couple of days that will be very good and knowledgeable for people that plan to travel in the upcoming future as our country is opening back up. A lot of things that people are familiar with from the past won't be the case in the future. So yeah, one thing I will go ahead and give a heads up to is that masks are required for a lot of the flights. A lot of airlines are requiring it. American Airlines is absolutely one of them. My sister just got off of a flight, so that it's a requirement. I will say the plus, I'm not sure of other airlines, and I'm waiting on responses back, which is why the video hasn't dropped already. But they are at least giving masks, and I'm not sure if Delta and United or Frontier and or Spirit, for that matter, are providing masks. But American Airlines is absolutely doing so at this time. Don't know if that will change, but as of right now, they are providing it for those that don't have masks because it is required to get on the plane.
Okay, cool, cool. You mentioned you said it was it a friend or was it your
My
sister?
sister,
Okay,
yeah, my sister just got off.
so since your sister was on the flight, was it a packed flight? Was it just like her
No,
and two other people?
social distancing was real on the plane. She had an entire row to herself. Um, the flight was $76 round trip, so it's kind of like a catch 22. While you're not so you're apprehensive to get on a flight right now, it's probably the best time to get on a flight because not everybody is back traveling yet. So hey,
Yeah,
get it while you can is what I say.
flight's gonna be cheap. It's
Well,
not.
I don't know. Flights might actually price hike if they decide to enforce social distancing. Um,
Yeah.
so one of the things that will also be in my video upcoming is that a few of the airlines are speaking. It's not official yet that they're going to take out the middle row of flights unless you are booking for multiple people.
Uh,
So like if you're a family of two or three, obviously, then the middle seat would be there. But if it's just you, then if someone's already got the window or the aisle, you're not going to see the middle.
okay.
So it's not official yet, which is why I haven't aired anything. But yeah, waiting on my contacts to give me the
Okay.
green light of what's official.
Well, I hate flying in the middle seat. I
Me
imagine like a
too. I hate
bunch of other
it.
people. So I guess like right now, you probably getting cheap flights. It's not going to be packed. Now, when you get where you're going, you're probably not going to be able to do anything. But if you're going to see family or something like that, and your state is one of the states that has kind of relaxed some of the what is it, the stay at home rules a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I mean, what is it? Around us is Georgia has relaxed, South Carolina has,
Georgia is completely.
yeah, they out buying Jordans in Georgia.
I don't understand. I mean, I do. I get it. You've been cooped in the house. You want to get out, but not to the point where I'm going to endanger my life. Because at the end of the day, just how this nonsense got started is because people who had it didn't stay home. People who have it aren't going to stay home. And there's the other side of that where you could be a host. Um,
Yep.
so you don't even know that you're carrying it, but you're providing it to others. So we're
I,
going to come. I think the norm for a while is going to be, okay, do I have my keys, my wallet, my mask? And for women, my keys, my purse, my mask, or just keep it in your car if you're not having to get on an airplane. So it's going to be quite interesting.
it's a struggle. I've been out a few times, and like I'm probably 30, 30, 70 with the mask. Because I forget, not that, well, some of it is I forget. Some of it is, oh, I'm just gonna run out and come back. And then I always feel guilty when I come back. I'm like, oh man, I should have worn my mask, should have had it on. But then sometimes like I fuss on every episode that we do about Home Depot and Lowe's. Now I'm one of the people that are always at Home Depot and Lowe's. But it
Oh
is
my goodness.
Home Depot, Lowe's, and Walmart are the three places that I have been to that have been packed every single time. And I can't fuss because I'm there. I wouldn't know it if I wasn't there. But it's crazy. I get it. I get it. But I mean, I see people in there just pushing a little cart around, lounging. I saw a lady shopping for shirts and clothes and stuff. I am I'm in to get something and I'm out.
Out.
Only reason why I'm looking
Yeah.
around is because I can't figure out where it is in the store.
And I used to be the opposite. I was the, oh, let me look.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, I know what I'm going in for. I got my list. If you have it, great. It's in my cart. If you don't, I'm gonna keep it moving and try to find it somewhere else or on Amazon, one of the two.
Okay. I see some good comments in there. Hey Shelly, we got a couple of people that have tried Crown Peach and the cranberry juice. Woo, I mean with the white
Mm,
cran, that's where it's at. Let's
okay.
see.
I've not had the crown peach with cranberry, so I have to
Yeah.
try that.
What's up? The
Yeah.
baker's in here. All right, cool. So I really feel like it's kind of crazy, but I think that we're closer to things going back to normal than we've been at any point. And
I would agree.
that doesn't say a lot, but I think that there was a time where we felt like
It was
we
never gonna
yeah,
happen.
it was never going to happen.
Yeah.
The economy can't survive with us being completely quarantined across all the states forever. So there's going to be some risk associated with
But
opening
it's
it back
still a
up.
catch-22 because if you're not alive to go to work, then
You can't go to work. You can't stimulate the economy. I guess except for the funeral home industry. Other than that,
well, even that's been crazy. Because even in New York, like a lot, what some people don't know, because if especially if you're not watching the news, and even the news is not showing it full fledged. Um, but a lot of the hospitals have like refrigerated tractor trailer trucks on the sides of the hospitals for all the bodies.
right.
Um, the cemeteries are when the morgues can't hold it, and obviously not knowing whether it's coronavirus or not, and so the price hike to just go get a body was roughly around $15,000 just to pick the body up
Mm,
from the hospital.
mm,
That doesn't include if you're gonna cremate or actually embalm, and even I don't even know how that would full fledged work if someone had coronavirus. So there would obviously have to be a report to show that maybe the patient didn't have it, because obviously normal deaths are happening too. So yeah, it's real tricky, and people are absolutely taking advantage of what's going on in the world, and it's sad because I mean even something so simple as rice. I was looking up because I can't find jasmine rice anywhere. I love jasmine rice. It's the
right.
only rice I really like, and it's always sold out. Pick a store.
Yeah.
Um,
Toilet
and I
paper
was looking up on
still.
Amazon, and yeah, toilet paper's still out, paper towels. Um, and on Amazon, I was just like surfing around, and it's crazy how like for 6 packs of Uncle Ben's jasmine rice, it was like $36 for 6 packs. That's like $6 a bag.
Yeah.
You can get it for so much cheaper in the store when it's in stock, that
Yeah.
is.
Yeah,
But
there is a
it's
real
crazy.
real supply and demand going on right now because
Oh
there's not a
yeah.
lot of things on sale. Like when you go in the grocery store, there's used to be, this kind of this is the price. This is what's out there because the shelves are pretty much empty on so many other things. So
Yeah. And
it,
my mom said in Charlotte, North Carolina, because of I guess like a lot of the meat plants closing
yeah,
down,
yeah,
they're out of meat
yeah,
in the grocery stores.
yeah, yeah.
I've not seen that shortage yet, but yeah, she
Well,
said her and my dad have already gone out, and yeah,
I've seen
nothing.
it be a lot leaner. Like it's gotten better when this first all happened. Like
Oh, yeah, it was nothing.
yeah, there was nothing, but
Ghost town.
it's getting better. I noticed like we've been grilling out a lot, so when I go to look for steaks, there's not much of
Yeah.
anything in a a quality steak out there. So
Right.
all right, so I think it is time for the main event. We brought
All
everybody
right.
down. Now it's time to pull out the bottles and bring everybody back up again. So let me show you. I got my little title card for the main event
Ooh.
tonight is Crown Royal versus Jim Beam. So Crown Royal is a Canadian whiskey, and of course we know Jim Beam is American. Uh,
Okay.
Price is $29.95. That is North Carolina's retail listed price for Crown Peach. Now I've seen it. I mean, I've seen it as high. Excuse me. I've seen it as high as $100. in secondary market. So take that with a grain of salt. Jim Beam Peach. I looked today. It was 17.95 for a fifth. So if you're talking about on a price standpoint, already Jim Beam Peach is pulling out in front of Crown Royal. Age for the whiskeys, I didn't see anything on any front, so I just put unknown. Now, in the proofage world, uh, Crown Royal is coming in at 70 proof, and Jim Beam Peach is coming in at 65% proof or 65 proof.
Ooh,
so,
shafted just a smidge.
Crown Royal's got a little bit longer reach on it because them extra percentage points make a difference when it comes to um, the overall enjoyment factor when it for those that like to reach a certain destination. I like to say I'm a destination drinker. Excuse me. And then availability, Crown Royal Peach is seasonal, and I use the term seasonal loosely because I really feel like it will eventually become a part of regular rotation because of how well it's sold. But there's still people who would like to try Crown Royal Peach that haven't been able to try it because the availability is so scarce. And then the availability on Jim Beam Peach regularly available. I mean, you can go to just about any ABC store worth its weight in alcohol and pull up a bottle. So I think it's time for us to stick them head to head and give them a taste. I'm gonna start
All
neat.
right.
So
What we doing first?
I'm gonna pour both. I'm gonna pour me a Crown Royal. You were able to get the samples that I got squared away for you.
Yes.
Good, good, good. And then I've got this Jim Beam peach, which this is the same bottle from that episode. And I
Wow.
almost drank it on the episode. So this is what was left.
You did almost drink it.
So it's clear to say I liked it. I found it to be enjoyable. So there's no and I'm gonna go ahead and even pour me on
I
the
think we should also try at some point the one of your followers on Instagram mentioned something with the word bird in it, and I cannot remember
bird
for the
dog.
life of me.
Bird dog.
Yeah.
Bird dog peach.
And I said I was gonna go to the ABC store and look for that.
I've had the bird dog peach, and I can tell you in comparison to the two, it while it's good, I think the apple is better. But
I can't have
the
apple.
problem is, oh yeah, that's right, you can't have apple. The problem is that the bird dog is more whiskey forward than either of
Ah,
these two.
gotcha.
So if if you're drinking a flavored for the point of, oh, I gotta remember which one is which. Yeah, if you're drinking if you're drinking a flavored whiskey for the point of having something comfortable and enjoyable, easier to drink because you're not a big whiskey drinker, then that bird dog has a lot more. It's a bird dog. It's a lot. It's not bad, but it's a lot more. And I really honestly feel like the proof is about the same. It's just it's more whiskey forward. It's more whiskey heavy.
Okay.
All right, so let's take a little nosy.
All right, so I'm a Jim Bean mine
Okay, you're
first.
gonna Jim Beam first. Okay.
I'm telling you, that peach aroma is just
You know, it smells peachy, but to me, it smells powdered peachy.
really.
Yep, it smells really good, but I kind of get the scent of powdered candy, peach. You ever had like
I
one?
mean, I can see that. I
Well,
can see
you
that,
know when you first open that little thing where it has the powder inside
and
and
it gives you just a little bit of a
yeah, a
poof.
little bit of poof. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah,
All right, let's nose the crown.
not as peachy.
Not as peachy. I say it all the time. Knee high peach. When you that soda, you get that when you crack that's this is what you get. Not overwhelmingly peachy, but you're like, okay, this is peach. This is peach for sure. Not aggressive. I don't really get a lot of whiskey aroma from that. About about
Yeah.
about even.
Yeah.
Nose wise, I guess honestly, on the pleasantness of it, I give it to Jim Beam because that peach is there. While it does smell
It
kind
makes you want to
of,
taste it.
it makes you
Yeah.
want to taste it. This one alone, it's good, but it's not impressive. So which
Yeah. So if I had to go off a smell, absolutely Jim Beam.
okay, absolutely Jim Beam. I am 100% with you on that. I guess it's time to get in and taste it. My favorite
All right.
part. So which one do you want to taste first? Hold on, let's.
Jim Beam.
We got a couple
Uh,
people in the chat. So
okay.
for our viewers in the chat, if you which one should we taste first, Jim Beam or Crown Royal? I'm gonna base it off the first three answers that we get. Jim
Jim Beam.
Jim Beam or Crown Royal? I drink some water.
I didn't even bring any water.
Yeah, I
I
know. I need a little
probably
bit.
should have.
I said I wasn't gonna drink any alcohol to give me the opportunity to come into this clean. So I got
Very good.
and we also had to think of it as a little bit of lag in the video feed, so they're not hearing me
Very
say
good.
that until a couple minutes after. So
Okay.
I see one Jim Beam. I also see Jamie Reed
Two
saying
Jim Beam.
Jamie Reed says keep Bird Dog on the shelf.
Yeah, he said it's an OG.
Yeah. He said keep it on the shelf. Keep it on the shelf.
Well, I
Uh,
will definitely go try it.
okay, everybody's saying beam, so let's do the beam.
Beam it is.
Clink them and drink them.
Clink 'em and drink 'em. Oh yeah.
Just like I remember it, peachy. Um, I get just like a small, like right in at the back of my throat.
Yeah, like right here.
That's the right point for it. There's a little heat building. Like I would put it in the equivalent of eating something mild, considered like a mild, like, whoo, that's a little heat to that.
Yeah, got a little
Just a
kick.
little kick, not overpowering, just a little, yeah, little light.
You're cheating. You're putting water in between.
I gotta go fresh. I gotta go fresh. All right. So let's give it a little crown. Click them and drink them.
Are we clink 'em and drink 'em? There's definitely no real kick. It is the same
Yep.
consistency from the time you put it in your mouth and swallow.
Yep. You get from the very first sip on the tip of the tongue. There's a little like elevated. You drinking alcohol, and that slides all the way down your tongue to the back of your throat and stops at about the same place. You don't get
Yeah.
it's not warm in your chest or anything. Um,
No.
nice peach flavor, but I think you get a little more whiskey.
Yes, definitely get more whiskey out of the peach than you do Jim Beam.
Yeah,
So I would say for females who want to have a sweet drink and don't like chasers, Jim Beam is the best way to go because you're gonna have that true peach hint throughout your drink.
yeah.
And if you are a pure, I want to taste the whiskey more than the flavor of peach, then I would say Crown Peach. And or if you like adding a chaser, then obviously Crown Peach is the better option.
Okay. So here's my question. I got a couple crown peaches for the win. There's Jamie says loves the frames. Um,
Thank you.
oh, Caesar's S had still at work. Drink one for him. I'm gonna say that's the temperature that's 107 and not a fever
Okay.
of 107.
We're gonna go for
We're
temperature
gonna go to
ones.
temperature 107. Temperature 107. But
Where is he in Arizona?
it was
It's
a cactus,
107.
and I immediately thought Arizona. Immediately. So
Okay.
he may be in AZ, I think he's even won a contest. So I should know, but my memory sucks.
Nice.
All right, so let's we've seen the title card. We know age, we know price, we know all of that.
Right.
So let's first start spirit alone. All
Okay.
things equal. You can walk in the store, pick up one just as quick as you can pick up the other. Let's say for right now, if the price was the same, which would you choose?
Okay. God, it's so hard for me. That it's honestly a tie.
Okay.
And I say that because A, you can hardly find Crown Peach.
Well,
So
that's
the
it.
likelihood of me
Availability,
walking into a
availability is there.
store,
You can walk in, both are sitting on the shelf, price is the same. Which would
oh
you
my
like to
gosh.
choose?
Excuse me. It is not coronavirus.
It is,
Um,
I mean, you hate to even cough or sneeze or anything right now because people are like,
um, mm. Okay, so I off the strength, I would say Crown just because I am a Canadian whiskey girl.
okay,
And I love Crown Black. So obviously if I'm gonna go buy Crown Black, then I'm gonna pick up Peach too.
okay.
I mean, they're right there together. Why not?
Double fisted. Black, peach. Let's go.
Right.
All right. So let's add because this is an important factor. Let's add cost into the equation because
Okay.
on a good day this is $30. On a good day this is 17.50. Both are available. You can get both. Both are there. Crown Black's right over here on the side, but this is 30. This is 17.
And I have to choose
Yeah, you
one.
gotta choose one.
I can't just buy both.
Ain't by both. Gotta choose one.
Okay. Again, I'm gonna go for Crown because I'm literally right there getting black, so
Yeah.
might as well buy
No
peach
need to
too. Why
walk
not?
over another aisle or walk
Yeah,
down.
no
Yeah.
need to because honestly, the Crown and the Jim Beam are not together. So
Yeah.
you're literally gonna go on one aisle for Crown, and you're gonna walk around to another section for Jim Beam. So I mean, I'm gonna just go Crown. Why not?
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. So, if you had to declare a winner, are you gonna stick with they're equal, or are you gonna say one's a winner over the other? Not correct.
I, mm,
Yeah. It's
I
different.
still
It's
stick
different
to
when you.
my stance of,
It's different when you take them side by
are you
side.
trying to drink it straight or are you trying to drink it as a chaser? And what's important, a sweet taste or a whiskey taste? That's where they're not equal to me because one definitely has that whiskey taste,
Yeah.
i.e., Crown.
Mhm.
And the other is more of a peach. Like it, if you didn't get that kick at the end of drinking it, you wouldn't even know you were drinking
Yeah.
alcohol when it comes to Jim Beam.
Yeah.
So for the person that's trying to, I guess, watch their calories and not chase, Jim Beam is a better option. But if you just like Crown, then you just like Crown. So that's where they tie for me.
Yeah. Yeah. You know. So I've been asking you all the questions, but I'll excuse me. I'll give my honest opinion.
I was gonna say, what do you think?
I really think they're super close. They are super close, but where they differ is this has a certain level of drinkability that applies to someone who's not a heavy drinker. That whiskey
Agreed.
aspect. This is, and it even says peach liqueur infused with Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. It's so easy to drink that if you're gonna slip it on the rocks, then boom. If you're gonna mix it in a drink, boom. You could do either of those. Um,
Right.
it does. The sweetness is what I would worry about if I was depending on what I was gonna mix it with. Like
Hmm.
I'll say all the time, white cran peach is what I mix for my wife with the crown peach, and because the peach is so balanced, I mean the crown is so balanced that the little bit of sweetness in the white cran plays really well. I think in this case they might would kind of clash. It would be overly sweet.
Yeah, I've not had the white cran
Yeah.
peach with Jim Beam. I've not had it with the crown peach either, to
Okay.
be honest.
Yeah. I thought I had some.
But I am a Coke person if I'm gonna chase.
Yeah.
So I've done Coke with the Jim Beam, and it's beautiful. Like it's like the peach just kind of comes through the Coke and it's perfect. But again, not I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I would pick peach first just because again I like Canadian whiskey. And I like more of a whiskey taste than the fruity taste. But in thinking of um I want to not have to do a chaser, or maybe I'm watching my calories and it's already sweet enough. So all I got to do is put on ice. And as we learned in the episode where we did it, ice brought out the flavor even more. So, I mean, it would just be on the rocks, call it a day.
I forgot I poured them on the rocks.
Oh, yeah. Oh, forgot about that myself.
Yeah.
Hold on. I got to pour my ice.
You know, so especially just tasting that little sip there. Honestly, for me, Crown's gonna pull it out in this. The only thing that makes it a real challenge in this case, like if both of these were priced the same, I would choose Crown in any arena. If I'm only drinking for myself, I would choose Crown because while I do like some sweet things on occasion, this is almost too sweet in the fact that it's so easy to like you. One episode, I killed that, and I need something that could kind of pump the brakes, and I think this Crown would do that a little bit. Um, I also feel like Crown's just been in the business. They're really good at
Yeah.
pulling their flavors together. This is awesome. But if you're balling on a budget, if you want less of the whiskey taste, this is
Agreed.
better than several of the other peaches that it's definitely better than the bird dog. I would probably choose this over, and I don't have a bottle. I think somebody came and drank the bottle. I probably would choose this over the Old Camp because they're kind of similar, but the Old Camp has like a little aftertaste to it that I don't like, and it's
Yeah.
more, I believe, than the Jim Beam. So I would probably choose the Jim Beam in that example. But if this is available, I'd spend the extra $10 to get Crown Peach. I
Yeah, I
feel
would
like
agree.
it's an overall better rounded spirit. Now if you're talking about I like peach and I'm trying to get twisted, then
Fast.
fast. This is the way to go. Plus, you'll be surprised at those couple extra percentage points in proof the difference it makes. And now I probably could drink a crown of peach too, though. I mean, a pint of this too, but it makes a difference from going from what was this 65 to 70. Uh,
Yeah, that 5%
yeah,
is definitely a difference.
yeah,
But I would say the Jim Beam would sneak up on you only because it's so
yeah,
fruity.
yeah,
You would drink it and not even realize that you've had as much consumption as you would intake versus Crown. You almost can keep record of how many glasses you've made because you're sipping it, not necessarily like drinking it.
yeah. And once you put this on the rocks, to me it loses. I don't know whether I waited too long. There's nothing that stands up in this. Like it it basically is like water, not like water, but it has
When I put it on the rocks, it don't last.
yeah.
So I don't.
It,
It doesn't have a chance to lose
I mean
anything.
it's just you just guzzle that down. There's no problem.
Yeah, it's done. It's a wrap.
The the the
It's like a shot, but on ice.
the crown still has a little kick to it, and that's that whiskey coming in. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna give it to you. This is pretty remarkable, and uh, I would not pass it up. If someone this is what they had at the party and this is what we were drinking, I would not
we're
skip
drinking
out
it.
on it. I drink it for sure,
Yeah,
and I would buy this again if you can't get Crown Peach in your area. I think that this is a valuable substitute. Now, I think when you
yeah,
taste the two side by side, you will definitely notice the difference.
Oh
But
yeah, absolutely.
if you just like peach and you want to drink a little whiskey, I think this is a really really good substitute.
And especially for the winter times, because you can't find peach. Peach is, from what the clerk at the ABC store told me, um, it's a seasonal
Seasonal,
flavor.
yeah.
So yeah, we can get peach now if you can find it on the shelf, but come what, September, it's going to phase out again. So Jim Beam, if you haven't stocked up on your bottles, Jim Beam is going to be your source of truth for for the winter months anyway.
I saw somebody put in the comments Evan Williams, and I feel like I've had Evan Williams, but I think I had the
I've
honey.
not had Evan Williams.
I think I had the honey and not the peach. I wasn't impressed with the Evan Williams honey, but I'm not impressed with a lot of
Mm,
honeys at all. The only honey I love is wild turkey. That wild turkey honey
mm.
is something to contend with. Let's see what we got in the comments going on.
You know, I'm actually shocked Jack Daniels has not come out with a peach.
Hmm. Do they not?
I've not seen it if they have. I've seen honey, I've seen the cinnamon.
And they got
Um,
apple now.
yeah, well, I mean, I
You don't.
can't do
You
apple.
did clear the apple, right?
For those that are maybe wondering, every time he says apple for a flavor, why I can't have apple, I'm actually severely allergic to apples. And while it may be artificial flavoring, because I'm not sure of how they truly make sure the flavor is in there, I stay away from it.
That's why we didn't do this episode.
Right.
Does it look?
No
It
apple.
look. It looks black on the screen.
Yeah, no, it looks real shiny. Like I can't even, I know it's apple because it's green.
Yeah. Well, that's weird looking. This is Crown Apple and Ensign or Ensign Red Apple, which is a
Mm.
Total Wine brand. Let me tell you,
Oh,
don't let anybody talk you into buying this as being comparable to this, because
oh,
this
okay.
this is a green apple and this is a regular old red uh old bargain basement apple. These two are not the same. I've been told that the peach is very comparable to Crown Royal peach, but
I'll take your word for it. I will never know if the apple is
yeah,
good or bad
yeah.
on either one of them.
Don't even do it. Don't even do it. Now the Crown Royal apple might be worth a little scratching, but the inside, no, I know yours is worse.
Not worth
Yeah,
it.
but the inside, inside or what? It just that is mm,
Well,
like
the apple's everywhere. It's absolutely like Crown Black and Crown and XO. It's here to stay. So a lot of people I know are heavy into the apple. And even when I was traveling before COVID-19, even the bars in the hotel, they would have apple, but they didn't have peach or black, or because I was like, I can't get Crown Black, and yeah, it was not an option. I had to finally, after having been at a hotel for like almost 6 months, they literally got black in right before I left, and I was like, seriously, I'm leaving, and now you want to bring in black?
well,
But
if you
I'll
think
take it.
well, you might not know because you really didn't drink it like that. But when Apple first came out, Apple was that way. You couldn't find
Uh,
that you couldn't find Apple. You couldn't hardly find it in the stores, and you couldn't find it in bars and restaurants. That it
oh
was just
wow.
it was you could go.
So then there's hope for the peach.
I peach is listed as seasonal, but peach has done so well in
I feel like
sales.
it's done better than Apple in terms of sales.
I
I mean,
feel
I know that's not a fair assessment considering it's not around all year long. But I mean, if you can't even keep, if you literally are getting stock in and then the minute it hits the shelf, it's sold out,
yeah.
that in itself should tell Crown we need to make the peach year round.
And the thing is I have heard one or two people say, "Hey, I don't really like the crown peach." But in in those examples, one person didn't like peach, so okay, probably not gonna like crown peach.
Okay.
Probably not gonna like any peach. But the
Right.
second is somebody who, if it's popular, they don't like what everybody likes. And I mean, I get it. That's cool. But if it's good, it's good. I really feel like My top flavors: Crown Apple, Crown Peach, Crown Vanilla.
Yeah, they even have what's the caramel
Salted
whatever.
caramel.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, how is that a year round flavor and
And
not peach? I
it's season
know peach
it's
is done
seasonal
better
too.
than
It's
the
seasonal.
salted caramel.
Yeah. Salted caramel is seasonal too. Salted caramel's okay. It was exciting when it first came out, but after you drink a bottle or so, peach,
I wasn't a fan.
yeah, we've been through a case of peach. I would say easy. Um, and if I see it and it's at a reasonable, if it's at the 30 something point, I usually will buy it. Now I probably got one, two, three, four. I got four bottles, so I really don't need any more.
Can I buy a bottle?
Yeah, you can always get a bottle. Everybody comes here for the unusual things, um, but I would buy it as I want to keep it in regular rotation because I actually like it. All right, let's see what the comments are saying. Ooh, Crown Peach and Ginger. I like Crown Apple and Ginger
Ooh.
a lot, so I bet you this. I might, since we got it cracked open, and I'm
Like
already
ginger or ginger
ginger ale,
beer. What are they
ginger ale.
mixing it with? Oh, ginger ale. Oh, okay,
Well,
got
yeah,
you.
it says ginger ale. I was about to say I imagine it to be ginger ale. What else? Oh, someone mentioned the baker mentioned the fabulous Texas mesquite. I don't know if I don't know if you ever tried Texas.
I've had the Texas mesquite, and it actually tastes like mesquite barbecue.
Yeah. So I will say this until Crown proves me wrong, and they have not proven me wrong yet.
Nah,
Crown
they nail it with the flavors.
Crown Royal nails it with the flavors. Now the problem with Texas Mesquite is I don't want to drink barbecue sauce,
Exactly.
smoky
Exactly.
barbecue sauce, and,
Other
and
than that, it was a perfect drink. Like
yeah,
if you're talking about did you get the flavor right?
yeah, they nailed it.
Hands down.
They nailed it. It's just
Hands down.
horrible.
Yeah. But I'm with you. I'm not trying to drink barbecue sauce.
Yeah, just I mean, and I was so excited to pick up the bottle, probably because I like to grab the new stuff as it comes up. But it's not. I should have
Yeah.
known. I should have known. Let's see. Roku, the ruthless, toothless, polydactyl. What? Barn
What?
cat. Bro,
Okay.
both brands are really good. Crown Peach is smooth, not overbearing like Apple. All of the Jim Beam flavors are good. I hear mixing salted caramel and apple is good. So I have mixed
Hmm.
salted caramel and apple, and it does kind of taste like a caramel apple. It is good, but
Caramel apple as in like a candy caramel apple from
candy
the
caramel
fair?
apple. Yep.
Okay.
The salted caramel is buttery and sweet like have you ever made homemade caramel?
Yes.
It is sweet and thick like that. Mixing it with
See,
the
and I didn't get that. I got the thickness of the salted caramel when I
yeah,
had it, but it didn't taste buttery to me.
yeah,
Maybe it was just my taste buds that day, or maybe it was what I ate before I had a drink of it. But I was not a fan, and which was shocking because I love caramel. So
right.
it was like, oh yeah, salted. I'm thinking of like the candies that I eat, and
I
it
didn't
was
get
not
much
that.
on
It
the
was disappointing
salted
for me.
side, but I did get the caramel. And together with the apple, it was good, but I just really couldn't drink a ton of it. I just couldn't. Um, I agree with the Jim Beam peach being good. I think I've tried. Does Jim Beam have a honey? I think I tried Evan
Yes,
Williams honey and
they
Jim
have a
Beam honey,
honey.
and I didn't love either one. And what else? Yeah, I'm down with
No,
Crown.
I'm gonna tell you whose honey I really like. Um, Jack Daniels and oh, I cannot for the life of me. My husband had me
Jack Daniels
try
does
it.
have a honey.
Yeah, no, theirs is good. I like their honey.
I don't like their
And there
honey.
was one other one my husband had me try, and it was like so good. I literally put it on the rocks. I wasn't feeling too hot. This was about a year ago or so. And it was basically like drinking a hot toddy, but so much better because it wasn't such the kick of what's in a hot toddy.
Yeah,
Then yeah, I was like, oh, I could drink this. Like it sneaks up on you.
I tell people all the time, wild turkey. Wild turkey is my favorite honey. Now, I'll drink
I
a
don't
pint.
think I've had wild turkey, so I'll
I
try
drink a
it.
pint of wild turkey honey on a Tuesday because it
Just
is.
because.
It's. I mean, put it on ice and it is fantastic because it really tastes like honey. It's got a good amount of sweetness to it, and it's just like drinking like some kind of liquid candy kind of. Now,
Ooh,
Crown also makes a honey, and it's
I
horrible.
don't think I've had Crown's honey.
To me, it's
I
horrible.
don't think I've ever seen it.
Do you like honey by itself?
Yes.
Okay, you might like.
I'm the girl that was drinking, like, you remember the honey straws
Yeah,
from back in the day that you could seem to only find in the wildlife or outdoor stores?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm the girl that's gonna pop it open right there
What's
and
that? What's that
the
store
whole
called?
thing.
REI was the mountain climbing store and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. Great outdoors. Pick one. I'm if it's got the honey straws, I'm all over it.
Well,
Flavor or original.
well, that is what Crown Royal honey tastes like.
Oh, well, see, I could do that.
Yeah, it tastes too much like honey. Yeah, I can't. When this quarantine is over, you'll definitely have to come taste the honey. I,
I will definitely do that.
I've had the honey in there for a minute and just and some people like it, but some people
Have
also
you even done a Jack Daniel? I mean, a Crown Royal Honey
nah.
episode? I don't even think I've seen
I
that
haven't
on
because
your channel.
I don't even think I could suffer through the episode.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, just definitely.
But you just invited me to come
Well,
do
but look,
honey and you can't suffer
hey,
through it.
I want you to have the experience, and everybody has different taste buds. You might say, hey,
This is true.
there's people in the world who hunt down Texas mesquite. I think it's
Yeah.
absolutely
How,
insane that
when is that still seasonal? Like I didn't even know they were still making that. That's still in production.
they shouldn't be making it. It should be against Crown should have realized, but I guess there's a sect of people out there who like it, so they go
Well, I guess it could be a regional thing. Like I can see people in Texas wanting the mesquite
only
for
because they
sure.
want the bag with the little Texas thing on it.
I
But
mean, don't hate.
yeah, I'm not gonna hate.
I'm a fan of Texas, so
No,
you know
I'm
I
giving.
don't live there, but
I'm a fan.
I
I'm
can
a
rock
fan
with
of
it.
Texas, but I am not a fan of Texas mesquite. I used
I'm
to
just gonna say they nailed the flavor.
I used to say maple was the worst flavor,
I still
but
say maple is the worst flavor.
Texas mesquite is the worst. I I,
I
I would drink twice as much maple over Texas.
really,
Yeah, yes.
I would totally drink twice as much Texas mesquite than I would.
Oh,
I
I,
hated the maple, and I like maple.
that's like
That was disappointing to me.
that's like saying you could drink soy sauce.
I love soy sauce. I'm a
Could you
sushi
drink it?
girl.
Could you drink it? Could you like that?
I don't know. I've never. I mean, as much as I saturate my sushi in soy sauce, yeah, I guess I could.
That's the difference. I like ketchup on my fries, but I couldn't drink ketchup.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, ketchup's not a liquid.
but you can drink ketchup. You can get it through a straw.
uh, yeah, that seems so weird
Yeah.
already.
Okay. That's how I feel about Texas mesquite.
I'm
And,
just saying, between that and the maple, I would take the mesquite.
oh, I didn't know. I just saw Roku said Bushmills honey. Oh, I never tried that.
So maybe we can do Bushmills and the Crown.
Oh yeah, we definitely should bust down some honeys now. But we cannot do honey without doing wild turkey.
Very
Maybe
good. We'll definitely throw in wild.
yeah. Honestly, Roku just said um, Crown's maple. It does taste just like pancake syrup.
I didn't get that.
Somebody said you that AJ might eat charcoal if you'll drink mesquite.
I said I would do mesquite over the maple. I'm just saying
Because I'm
over the
telling
maple. I did
mesquite.
not like the maple.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I think people who like mesquite, you can find them when they're grilling out. They you know how if you make cookies, you like sometimes. Well, I personally when I'm doing cookies, I might taste a little bit of cookie dough.
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely. Yeah, because you
so
got to make sure that it's still good.
yeah, so
And
people who like
yeah,
Texas
I'm not trying to
mesquite,
kill somebody.
people who like Texas mesquite, I think they lick their charcoals when they grill out.
No, they do not lick their charcoals. I'm just saying if you're asking me between Crown Mesquite or Crown Maple. I did not like the maple. It didn't. I expected it to taste like syrup to me, and it did not. So I think what I need to do is go back and review my maple and my salted caramel because perhaps I ingested something prior to, or maybe had another drink and it altered the flavors. Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe that's what we can do when quarantine is over. We can have like a sipping of the crowns. Except I can't do the apple, but I can do all the others.
So I
And because
had
I agree, I love the vanilla, I love black, I love regular, I love the XO Reserve. I could drink any of them. I just could not get down with the salted caramel and the maple. It just, I don't know. I don't know.
that would be really cool. Have a couple people over and just do a Crown episode. We could do because I got XO, I got Reserve, I got Limited, I've got um I don't have a purple, the regular. That's weird, right? I don't have
No,
a
because
regular.
who? I mean, why
Yeah,
regular when you can just have something so much more smoother?
vanilla. I got honey. I mean, I've got the peach. I probably have every.
You probably got them all. Do you have black?
I don't have black. I've had
Gotta have
black
black on the
before,
shelf.
but I
So
really,
smooth.
I really can't tell which at the time. It's been a long time since I've had Crown Black, but I really couldn't tell a discernible difference between the two. But I really,
Between regular and
yeah,
black?
but I really wasn't drinking them on the regular
Oh
like that.
man.
So,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah. It's a distinct difference.
and back when I was drinking Crown, I was drinking Crown shots. You
Mm.
seen me, yeah. You can remember a few days where I just pow pow, and now I sip a little bit more than I do shots. So I drink a lot of stuff I didn't know
Yeah,
what it
my
tastes like.
shot days are not over, but not as
Not as
uh
frequent.
plentiful as they were.
Yeah. I got a Courtney says, what flavor do you think Crown should do next? Crown Royal Watermelon. She said.
I was gonna say watermelon or strawberry.
I heard a while back, and I heard this from the person who told me that Crown Peach was the next flavor, probably, I'm gonna say at least 6 months before Crown Peach came out. They told me cherry was the next flavor. I don't know what the truth is to that.
So cherry might work depending on how sweet or tart they make it.
Yeah, but what I heard was Crown Cherry was the next flavor. Um,
I could drink that depending on how it comes out.
I've never tried. I just saw Roku say the Northern Harvest Rye, and I'll tell you why. Rye's been
I've
out.
had the rye.
Is that how did you like it?
I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. It was one of those that if it's rye or I'm not drinking and I really want to drink, I'll drink it.
Yeah,
But it wasn't like a oh my god, I gotta run to the store and buy the rye.
I was under the impression that I didn't like rye, so I steered clear of rye in most cases. But with doing this, I've been sampling like Pikesville. We got an episode of Pikesville Rye coming out. We got a episode of Pendleton Rye. We got Baby Sass. So we've got a
Oh, so
couple.
you gotta try the rye.
So now I
You gotta
would,
make that an episode.
yeah, I wouldn't mind because I actually like rye. So I wouldn't mind coming back to that. And I just saw I can't. I'm like I saw Debbie say I can't find the XR Red. Me either. I heard it. Oh, Courtney, I'm sorry, Courtney. My bad. Courtney said I'm a guy. And I'm reading the comments real quick. My apologies. I get called a girl all the time when people see Zarte. I normally don't get my real government
I'm
name out.
like,
It's out there on the streets. My bad. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. I saw a comment about a Knob Creek maple. We tried the Knob Creek smoked maple, and to me, I thought that was banging. I thought it was really good.
not
We
had
did that
Knob Creek.
episode a while back, but it's got some kick to it, and I think it came out. I think it labeled itself as straight bourbon, which is frowned upon in the bourbon world. It's a flavored
Mm.
bourbon, so I think that's why I got a lot of flack. What else? Cherry would work for summer. My bad. Let's see what else. Also, last year, Crown offered free personalized labels for gift idea. I haven't seen that. That would have been dope. They
Oh,
need to
I've
do
not
that
seen
again.
that either. Yeah, that would be
Yeah, yeah.
hot.
Especially if you can get the flavor that you want.
Yeah, that's the catch, that
Yeah,
part.
yeah.
Because most people will want peach and not an option if it's at Christmas time.
Yeah, my neighbors are flashing the horn like they don't have any sense, but that's a whole nother story. Uh, let's see what else. Anything else? I think I've been sticking with all the comments. We are, about 5 minutes in from hitting the hour mark. So I like to roll an hour. I do want to show those that are out there. Let me see if I made it. I got my new space or my extra space installed. And I
Nice.
moved some bottles over. AJ, you can't see it, but I got a picture of new shelves that I had installed to give
I
me
saw it on your IG page.
some more
I like
space.
them.
I moved some bottles over there, so it kind of looks like it's filling up, but I've got good space on there, so we got
Nice.
room for more bottles, so we can get off this quarantine. I can get out and buy some more stuff. All right, back with you. Let's see. I think we got good. So I know that I always, as we start to kind of round this out, I think Crown's walking away with the title, with the crown, we should say, and it's
I'll be
understandable.
fitting.
It's
So
understandable.
did anybody say if they like the Whiskey Wednesdays? I think it should be Whiskey Wednesday.
I saw a hashtag whiskey Wednesdays in there, and I'm down.
Nice.
I'm down with some whiskey Wednesdays. If we just pop
All
on
right.
here and try something different, if if that's something that you want to try that I have, I can make it happen to where we can get it to you and you can give a little taste of it.
Okay.
And we can have regular whiskey Wednesdays and travel. That's what we do. We talk about. I
There
think
you have it.
I think everybody's been at home so much that we've already been planning like where are we gonna go when this is all
I'm
over.
just hoping I don't have to cancel any more trips. I've already canceled two. And I'm looking forward to progressing on a vacation because I need one stat.
I'm telling you, we're about
Passport stamp.
we
Let's
we
go.
we were scheduled to go to Florida in June, do the whole Disney thing, and I don't think it's
Oh,
gonna happen.
nice.
So I think one, I'm not going to Disney with it being as crazy as it is right now.
Even
What?
in June?
Yeah, even in June. Yeah, June's a couple weeks. You're talking 3 weeks away from now.
But I mean, are you going at the beginning of June or towards the end
It
of
was the
June?
beginning of June. It was the beginning of June.
Oh,
It was
okay.
like June 8th, I believe. June 8th to the 16th or somewhere in that neighborhood. But
See,
I just don't. I don't think.
yeah.
I don't think it's. I don't think I'm gonna fall through. I'm kind of debating
If you
now.
do, take a mask.
Mask. Well, you can't. I mean, you can't enjoy it.
No,
And
yeah, you can.
with
I'm gonna walk
kids,
around with my filter. My kids gonna have it. Yeah, I mean, I don't have kids, but if I had kids, yeah, they would have masks too. Like, it's not an option. Not until we figure out if we flatlined or it's done, because this is worse than the flu. Like, flu season is over and we're still in coronavirus.
yeah,
So it's clearly nothing like the flu.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's crazy. I guess
And it's crazy cold for this time of the year. At least here, I let me tell you, I'm a little bit of a nerd, and I programmed my phone that when my alarm goes off, I coded it to where it'll say "Good morning, AJ," and it'll tell me the date and it'll tell me what the weather is. And so yesterday, it told me it was going to be 78 degrees with a 50% chance of rain. The rain was accurate, but it was not 78 degrees yesterday, and I was just like, "Siri, you lied to me. Like, I'm expecting warm weather. What's going on?" So yeah,
is that through your phone or is that through
I did a shortcut, and what I did was an automation, so that way, and I just gave it the scripting, so that way it can. So every morning when I cut my alarm off, it says "Good morning" to me, and it tells me the date, and because you have those moments where you wake up and you're like, "What's today's date?" So I programmed it to just tell me what the date was, so it'll say that it's Wednesday, May 6th, and what the weather is, and if there's a chance of precipitation. But I have it scripted so that it'll tell me based on my location. So when I start traveling again for work or for personal, there won't be it'll know based on where my phone is saying I'm located to tell me what the weather's going to be for that location.
That's dope. It's handy when you travel a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had some ocean spray, so I'm gonna dabble that in there. I saw a couple of good
I'm going to go
comments.
buy the white crayon now that you're speaking so highly of it.
These two right here,
Hand in hand.
you will finish the bottle easy.
I mean,
Um,
you can finish the bottle of peach without a
yeah,
chaser.
but
Me
then
personally, but if people like chasing, then it
easy.
is what it is.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad with the with the ocean spray cranberry. I still prefer it with the peach because of the whiskey undertone that you get. I saw Courtney is had a cruise schedule. Man, I hope you get to take that cruise.
Well,
I
I
did.
pray that cruise is like July, August.
No,
Well, really July.
it was scheduled in May.
Oh no,
I think they're gonna move it to 2020. I think it says moving it to 2021.
2021.
Yeah,
It's probably smart.
yeah, that's just probably the best way to do it. And
Yeah, I
then
was supposed to do a cruise in September, in Europe, and we went on and canceled that one because not knowing what the state is in other countries.
yeah, yeah,
From a cruise perspective, I just yeah,
yeah.
it was just smart to do. But I do hope I can still do Aruba and Croatia in July because those are my two trips that are in July. I
Okay.
do not want to cancel them,
Yeah, I know that's right.
but fingers crossed.
And I also saw a comment about Revel Stroke. I don't know if you ever tried Revel Stroke
No, I have not.
in
Not any flavor from Rebel Stroke.
in North Carolina, Revel
Say that again.
Stroke. Yeah, I say in North Carolina, most of the flavors have been discontinued. I think they had a pumpkin spice. I want to say they had an apple. I want to say they
Mm.
had like a couple of different ones, and I got to try them before we got rid of them. And the apple was legit. The apple, I would say, the apple was as good as Crown apple, and I probably would.
What?
Yeah, and it was half the price. It was like $15. So
Nice.
it was really good. Like my old lady loved apple, so we tried Jack Daniel's apple.
My dad likes Jack Daniel's apple, but he also likes Jack Daniel's Uncle Nearest. Those are his line of.
We even tried Christian Brothers,
Oh wow,
and don't sleep on it. This Christian Brothers is actually
it's
pretty.
good.
It's decent
I'll never know.
for $9.
Not for the apple, I won't.
Oh yeah, whatever the apple. Also, Seagram Seven has an apple, and that apple was pretty legit.
Wow.
For when you start talking about for the money, especially like if
Hmm.
you do some kind of like I do apple whiskey, pineapple juice, splash of ginger ale. I call it my golden apple. And if you're making like a big punch, you can throw in Seagram Seven, Christian Brothers, something like that, and really make a big punch for little to nothing versus spending uh 30. We bought so many half gallons of this that I stopped.
Well, so when I buy the black, I don't buy the
Fifth
the
anymore.
yeah, I get the big buddy. But they don't do it for every flavor at that size. So it's like,
I've never seen peach
yeah.
in a half.
Yeah, no, you won't. We can't even hardly get it in the
Can't get peach on the regular. All right. So I guess I kept you an hour away. I appreciate you joining.
Absolutely.
Um, I know I want to tell everybody to be sure to subscribe. If you stumble on this in the replay, be sure to subscribe. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Jones and Mann. Be sure to check out AJ Travels 365, and I think
Yes.
it's the same for Instagram
It's the same across the board.
across
Yeah.
the board. So if you all your travel needs, I mean, just I think the last episode we talked about how I was putting myself at risk by drinking alcohol on the plane
Yes.
that I brought on myself. Just really good tidbits. I mean, it's a good listen. It's very informative from someone who travels 365. Like this is probably the longest you've been at home in years.
Oh my gosh. I feel like it's a lie now. I'm not traveling 365 days a year. I'm like stuck at home. But yeah, and guys, this is for you. A lot of times I think a lot of people go, "Oh, she's a female, so things that I'm talking about are female driven." It is not the case. Even down to the bags that I did for OTG 247, which is on the go 24/7. I did a premiere on that. I actually have since that premiere have had guys reach out to me and say, "Oh, I actually have a few of their bags." So it's real popular in Florida, the OTG 24/7. But obviously, the color I have is green. Most of the guys do the camel color or black. But those bags are for men too. So I want people to not go, "Oh, it's green or it's a pink background or whatever." And I probably will change out the thumbnails just so that they are more user friendly to both men and women. But everything that I talk about is for men and women. It's not just for the ladies. Obviously, I'm a female, so I will talk about a tote bag, but I also talk about book bags too. So, yeah, I'll be doing a few book bag episodes just to show how I travel with my book bag because it's just convenient, it's comfortable, and it's by Toomey. So you'll love the space that it can provide. Unlike guys, obviously, I'm going to carry a little bit more in my book bag. But if you are a person that carries a lot of camera equipment, etc., you might be interested. So stay tuned.
You gave me a little preview on some of the content that you're going to be covering on that next episode. So everybody's going to be waiting for it to come out because it's some good
Yeah.
information. It surprised me too. So,
Yeah,
uh,
you got a real sneak peek.
yeah, I
I
got
didn't
a
really
real
give
sneak peek. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it.
But I'm still going to watch the episode. So,
I appreciate it.
as you know, I guess this is now Whiskey Wednesdays. And we,
Whiskey
as
Wednesday.
always, do it for the sip and shut in.
It has
Always
been dubbed.
it has been dubbed. And hold on, let me, because I normally do it, but I didn't do it this time. Pour myself a little toast to all the essential employees out there
Oh
that
my
are
God,
going,
yes.
doing the thing, making it safe for everybody, risking everything. Um, just from we well, I can't. I'm about to stutter.
Yeah, we
Um,
so appreciate you.
so appreciate everyone that is going out every day and making it happen, keeping everything rocking. My Joneses for joining in, joining the chat, just helping us to grow to get to this point. I'm still trying to get Jones on the episode. He's always
Yeah, when is
running.
he gonna do it live?
Yeah,
Like he's
he's
got
not
to.
he's not a live kind of guy, but maybe I can talk him into it.
I
But we've
understand.
been doing some other creative kind of things. Um, it's been awesome wild ride, and we got more episodes coming. So
Yeah.
thank you once again.
I need to think of a good name for mine. You got Jonesers. We got to think about that.
Yeah, we got to work on it.
Yeah. Put it
So
down below if you have an idea of what I should call my fans.
yeah. All right, clink 'em and drink 'em, and we'll
Clink 'em
see
and
you
drink
next
'em.
time. Beep, 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 beep. I'm playing with sound effects.
Yeah, I actually do need to come up with